and the Turkish teenager Deniz Oncu. Here's go, he led on the last lap when he crashed. He's joined by fellow Japanese rider Yuma Sasaki, and then through row 6, bit further back, Sergio Garcia. Keep an eye on him, he topped FP1. Osman riders here this weekend. Pedro Acosta, the World Championship leader,
and remembers how to do the business in Moto3 is the 2016 Moto3 World Champion Brad Binder, who's down with Simon in pit lane.
Yeah, exactly. Big fight here as always, I think. And
his way through from the head of row 7.
Lights out and away we go. Good start off the line from Gabriel Rodrigo on pole position, and immediately his teammate number 52 tries to...
On the brakes into the first corner, so the Italian's already picked up 1 place. Nepa started 4th, he's into the second corner in P4 as well.
There's just Ju and Sasaki, the 2 Tech 3 teammates. Fenati just behind them in 12th. Pedro Acosta 22nd through the first sector.
Door shot firmly in his face.
Yeah, that was nice from Darren Binder. He's right behind his teammate now, then on that Patron slipstream though comes Antonelli on his KTM.
It's been a really good first lap as well from the Spanish teenager Ethan Guevara, and he's going to be a contender for the race lead here on the brakes into the first corner.
Turn 5 on board with Garcia, that's Yumi Sasaki just up behind him as well.
Yeah. He's got Binder is on the front end of that Honda, he made that work brilliantly.
McPhee trying to challenge for 3rd, up the inside there is Rodrigo, that was nice. Rodrigo then back into 3rd.
Yeah, Rodrigo qualifying yesterday. Mino, a 48.665. Couple of tenths quicker than those ahead of him.
Number 11 there with a yellow helmet, said McPhee. They've had some bad days of late, the Petronas Sprinter Honda team. Could they be celebrating with both of their boys on the top step as
McPhee gets squeezed there a little bit, and it's that Sergio Garcia who's come from row 7. He now leads, really suffering. He's going the wrong way. Nepa's down in 15th place now, so in 3 laps he's lost 11 places. And Binder, it's his teammate now, John McPhee, that's picked up the baton and leading the way. On board with Jaume Masia. Trying to get into his rhythm here, John McPhee. He's going to be swallowed up potentially in the slipstream. Is he going to hold on in the brakes? Yes, he is, despite the pressure coming from the 2 Gresini men, Rodrigo and Alcott.
Very aggressive rider, Jeremy Alcoba makes himself king then into turn 10 on board with Darren Binder, looking up to Gabriel Rodrigo. They're a bit close stream for Darren Binder as he sails past Gabriel Rodrigo, but he in turn is getting...
Impressive how he's regrouped, isn't it, Steve, from that disastrous start of the year. No points in his first 4.
Honda's definitely got the edge, haven't they, here in Catalonia at the moment? They just look like they've got that bit of
zone for the first corner, couldn't turn in, that's why he stayed in 4th. Acosta now is starting to really threaten Pedro Acosta.
There is Rodrigo going through, leading on Darren Binder.
The awesome today in Barcelona, we've not seen very little of the layer part.
What we think, he said, well, Acosta's been nowhere. He hasn't had the pace, he hasn't looked like he's got it all weekend. And so if he does do it, if he does turn it around on race...
in that group as well.
So on board with Garcia, looking back at his teammate Guevara just on the inside. He's one of the Gresini Hondas. John McPhee swept on through as well on the number 17 leader. Brilliant slipstream by Sasaki. He's under pressure here though from
uphill. Change of direction, then they'll switch it right into turn 8. He's a rookie.
The trust he has in that front end, Steve, is unrivaled, I think, in this Moto3 pack. He just about holds the lead going into turn 1. He started lap...
Mike's going up into the middle of the circuit!
Mino's gone down, Suzuki!
No.
Mino.
That one, that's always the worst case scenario when the bike goes back into the middle of the circuit, limping away.
Now, attack turn 2, and then that rear tyre's just going to let go.
Recap and look who it is that's going to try and take the lead. Pedro Acosta from 25th on the grid. It is the lead into turn 1. He's got great reactions though, hasn't he? When he gets into some trouble through turn 5. He thought to hold that line so well. Here he is now trying to ping out of the slipstream on the approach to turn 10. 5 abreast again. Pedro Acosta thought about it, but no, shutting the door is Sergio to lead from Deniz Oncu. What a race this is. You cannot take your eyes off it.
Ridiculous. 8 or 9 abreast in the braking zone. Long lap penalty.
So many times Deniz Oncu has been in this position in his short career in Moto3. Unfortunately,
well, what we do know, the outcome was pretty painful for John McPhee, also for Andre Mino and Tatsuki Suzuki. 0.9 seconds covering them. It's another belting Barcelona battle here, isn't it?
I don't think he needs that information. He's passed most of them. I think he knows exactly where they all are.
I suppose the only little element of doubt still.
Where are you going?
I think that was deliberate by Alcoba. Didn't want to have he didn't want to lose about 6th or 7th place in the slipstream, did he? That's what was getting under how close that was. Acosta certainly will.
into turn 4 once more. Binder takes the slightly wide line. That will give him a bit more drive on the approach. He leads onto the start-finish straight. He will get swallowed up. A complete tactic in a game there from Alco. We cross the line.
When will Dennis the Menace start to be a menace? Because we haven't seen him at any stage in the top 6 at the moment. There he is on the number 7 bike.
Make that 7 laps to go. Apologies. Oh,
Okay, let's try and go now. So, yeah, great shame, but we can do that.
He'll be going crazy with himself after that mistake because it's cost him a lot of time. We'll find out just how much when they come over the line to start lap 16 here.
He is still there. Alcoba likewise.
The best we've seen from Toba for a while is
That Petronas Sprinter Honda machine. Around turn 11 and then approaching turn 12. Back limits warning then, he's got to be very careful. He does still lead just through turn 1. Binder up into 2nd. Then it's Rodrigo in 3rd. Nepper at the back of that group. Across the line, just 1.3 seconds down.
There's Acosta again running that tight inside line.
A last-minute lunge from way back in 11th place. Somehow they all managed to stay upright. That was soaked between a very, very good day, celebrating in Barcelona, or a miserable one.
He's tried this before this season in Jerez. It was earlier on in the race, but he made a big mistake going through turn 7. He felt like he had the pace to break away as well. There's Massimo
A few laps.
Yeah, we've hardly mentioned Massey's name, have we? Is he keeping some life in those Dunlop tyres for a late charge? Acosta, 15 long years ago.
2 laps remain in the Catalan Grand Prix in Moto3, and it's anyone's here inside the top 12.
Down to 9th.
Number of riders in this leading pack chasing their first ever Grand Prix victory.
Well, if he did, there'd been contact, so he erred on the right side of caution there.
Jeremy Alcoba, number 52, leads. But you know,
win beckoning here for Acosta or Alcoba or anybody from Spain for that matter. It will be Spain's 250th lightweight world championship.
All on the line here in Barcelona as we start the final lap. Pick your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Contact between Binder and Sasaki as we go into turn 1.
Sasaki was out of control.
2 Aspar gas machines. 2nd and 3rd up the inside there for number 28, Ethan Guevara. Can he pick up his first ever
last 2 sectors of his life, though, here in Barcelona to fend off the hard-charging Garcia and Alcoba, who get... So then it's still Sergio Garcia that leads. 3 corners to go here in Barcelona. Jeremy Alcoba, middle corner. It's now going to be a drag race to the line. Will it be Garcia or Alcoba?
Here at home from Alcoba, it's a Spanish 1, 2, 3 here in Barcelona. Flag, there's a big crash. Do you know, Matt, I was going to say there were a bundle of riders missing. We lost about 7 or 8.
Yeah, Foggia was involved. Sasaki was involved. Trying to find Toba's and Alcoba. He takes 2nd place. It is Foggia, Artigas and Sasaki. What impact will this have on the result?
Well, because I think, Matt, because Garcia Alcoba, wow, they're all just clattering into each other. But Garcia will close.
Jama